it. Hopefully all this is fucking working. Hi, finally got my camera set up and all that, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get into the tarot reading. Also, I'm working on a jar. If you're interested, hopefully you can see it because I'm not able to see the camera from this angle, but you can hear me, so that's important. But yeah, it has like all these little bats at the top, and it has gold flakes and flower petals. But it's gonna be a jar, so in the process of being made. But let's get right into this. Isn't this lighting so fucking fantastic? Yeah, full moon, retrogrades out the ass. I'm not Christ. I'll just start with these, whatever the fuck they are. See, I usually start with Oracle deck. I'm all over the fucking place. Keep waking up over and over and over in the fucking night. Weird ass dreams. Sudden bouts of paranoia now. So first couple cards to fall out. Seven of Swords. I don't know where to like hold the card. Like should I do it super close or like further back? So I'll just hold it where the light is, I guess, so you can see it. But yeah, Seven of Swords. Manipulation, betrayal, somebody in it for the long run. I'm trying like a different way to like interpret the cards because some of the ways they seem, you know, it's not archaic, but it's almost like you're like, yes, follow traditions and the way that things are supposed to be, but some things are outdated. I don't know. So I'm trying to read them more centered on the person they're about rather than you hurt me, you know. But anyway, so I don't know why, but today I see this card as Paranoia. Obviously these wanted to pop out while I was talking about Paranoia, so that's obviously coincidence. I think not. Sorry. I like to look in the book just because sometimes they use words that you kind of like forget about, and it's like, oh, that's a good word, that's a good way to put that. But yeah, from the moment the Winchesters meet Demon Ruby, it's clear she's up to no good. Ruby masterfully seduces and manipulates Sam, hooking him on demon blood and eventually convincing him to kill Will. Okay, so let me not give all the spoilers away. Spoiler alert. But basically it indicates sneaky behavior and betrayal. So it advises you to stay vigilant and listen to your instincts. If you get the feeling someone's not being entirely honest with you, trust yourself and investigate the situation further. So basically, it's like this feeling of something being amiss. Oh my God. God, okay. So, okay, you can call it paranoia. You could also call it some weird instinctual gut feeling that you don't know why, but maybe this person, you seem very drawn to them and you don't know why, but you do like them and there's several reasons why you like them, but it's also like several huge red flags about them that you're just like, oh, but they're not like everyone else. But maybe they actually are. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Sometimes it's like you don't know people anymore. Sometimes they aren't what it looks like they are, and then sometimes they're exactly that. Sometimes you think you're going with your intuition, and then you're actually not. So who the fuck knows? Anyway, the Fools, starting over, a new beginning, and Judgment. Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna show you the cards for like slightly longer, but Judgment. So obviously the Fools it's like the beginning of this, but it wasn't the first card to come out, so it's obviously not the beginning of this specific betrayal or whatever, but it's almost like there's been this cycle playing out of like someone doing something over and over and over again. And then, I mean, with supernatural, it's hard not to really see judgment as being this type of archaic symbolism of you shall be judged. Here's a fucking cross behind him, really is great. But, you know, so it's like almost like someone's having to answer to what they've been up to. Wow, okay, so I was like, yeah, I missed getting the Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull it next. It says, believe what you see. Wasn't I just talking about? Sometimes people aren't what they look like. Sometimes they are what you see. Anyway, so face reality or live in fucking La La Land. Choose bravely. Yeah, that kind of, yes. Some stuff. Some heavy hitters this morning. Wow. Maybe I should always start with the supernatural deck. I don't know why this is so weird. I'm just saying. Like the whole everything has felt very like staticky, like on edge and jittery, and it's almost like you can't wait to get something out. Like the Seven of Swords card said, to investigate further. You know, somebody doesn't really seem like who they keep saying they are. And it's like, obviously, you know, this card saying believe what you see. Obviously, you keep seeing some pattern is what I'm getting, because the Fools, like I was saying, it wasn't the first card to come out. You know, like they don't even have their freaking card that they're supposed to be driving in to go on all these little road trips that they do hunting monsters. They're literally on foot. So it's like starting over, but it's the second card. So to me, that's like, it's not a new cycle, you know, that's starting over. It's something that you've been seeing over and over and over and over. And I don't know, maybe now it's finally like, yeah, maybe that's what the Judgment card is about. Like somebody actually finally putting their foot down about it. You know, because like I said, so it could be, you know, someone, obviously everyone has their own toxic traits. You just kind of figure out whose toxic traits you can and cannot deal with, and whether or not they're actually choosing to work on theirs. Some people's toxic traits, they have no idea that it's even happening. Some people's, they're aware, but they're not aware of the reason why. You know, it's like some stuff is almost like intoxicating to get into, like certain things that you like, oh my god, I just have to say that to her and cuss her the fuck out because I just felt completely disrespected because she turned and looked that way. And then it's actually, you know, all these other reasons underneath the surface for why somebody, you know, got really upset. But yeah, so anyway, someone here is someone that has hurt you repeatedly. I mean, just to put it frankly. Not trying to be rude about it, but just there must be some reason why they're still in your life. I mean, maybe you felt like this was some preordained thing, and then when it actually happened, it actually kind of turned to shit. And now you're kind of starting over, you know, it's like someone's starting this little mystery over from scratch, like on their feet, like, okay, so it started here, then this happened, this happened, this happened. And instead of them just, yeah, like I said, what did it say? Stop living in fucking La La Land. They're like, oh, how about I look at this for what I'm actually seeing? Believe what you're seeing. And what they're seeing, what you're seeing, what somebody's motherfucking seeing is not making them very... not making them very fucking happy. To be entirely honest. This says take a shot. He said don't take 12, take 1. Okay, maybe 2. Move on. Alright, so don't, I guess whatever. It says don't get too hung up on whatever that is. Maybe that's what all this, paranoia is about. Is someone finally like is clicking, like, oh wow, you really were full of shit a lot of fucking times. What do you do after this? I don't know. Do you start over with this person, or do you cuss them the fuck out and move on? Do you cuss them out and then start over again? Like, hey, are we on the same page now? So maybe that's part of living in La La Land, is thinking that, oh my god, I don't know why. I'm still just not laughing. Okay, because I was about to say, maybe part of not living in fucking La La Land is realizing that relationships aren't built from, oh my god, I laid eyes on you and then we just fell in love and it was just absolutely beautiful and the end and we never had problems. Because right when I was thinking about that, the card that was right behind, whatever, fuck, shit is about to get real. Fuck, however you would say that, you need your people around you. So basically, get your friends around you. I don't know what kind of shit you're into, because this could be all kind of stuff. Nothing is ever off the table, I guess. So maybe it's, get your people around you, get your money together, blah, blah, blah. Could be, how people talk about their spiritual warfare. Could be, like the way I think about things, which is very weird. And I start coughing when I try to talk about it. Which usually I'd be like, oh my god, no, then that means I shouldn't talk about it. No, probably means I should. But I usually don't talk about. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hope I'm in the center. I got that in my glasses on. But, I don't know. I think of things as energy. But I also see energy as being personified. So it's like, yes, it's energy, but I also see energy as being alive. Like energy has personality. There are different types of energy, therefore different types of personalities. And then, based on what you believe, some people consider that angels and demons, or some people see aliens that way, where certain aliens exist as energy. What the fuck ever. We can get into that way down the line. It's my fun page. If you think it's weird, I don't care. But from what the fuck I've seen over the years, literally anything is possible. And that makes it more fun. But am I living in La La Land or reality? I don't fucking know. But right now we're talking about what the fuck ever this is. I don't even know why I was mentioning that. Oh shit, how much time? See, I knew I was gonna see this card. Oh! How much time? Oh yeah, okay, sweet. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I knew I was gonna see this card. 9 of Swords. Which, okay, usually in tarot, the 9 of Swords, it shows someone like lying awake at night, like sitting up in their bed, they can't sleep, it's like I was literally just talking about someone, they're just tossing and turning, they feel anxious, but in this deck, it shows the person who was doing the torturing. Obviously, if you are supernatural, you know more, but it's I don't know, to me this just kind of suggests, like, sure, there's like the stresses of life, yada yada yada, that can keep someone tossing and turning, but for you or whoever this reading is about, it specifically is a person that keeps you awake at night. Like, I don't know, it's almost like this is how you see this person. So I don't know how it's possible to be close to someone like this and not trust them. Okay, these two cards just want to fall out or whatever. Okay, Queen of Swords and the Fool. So that's the Fool, and this one obviously the Fools. but still, twice it comes out, the Fool. So starting over. Someone is very fucking paranoid. Like, and the sad part is, it's not for no reason. You know, it's like there are conditions that exist, obviously, where paranoia is a symptom. Bipolar disorder, schizotypal disorder, schizoaffective disorder, schizophrenia, is all kinds of shit. You know, even fucking anxiety. All kinds of stuff where paranoia is a symptom, but more often than not, it becomes a symptom because it's something that someone has experienced before, you know? So it's like this person keeps perceiving someone else as, you know, being this backstabby, betrayal type of person. But I don't know, what if it's like behind the scenes where you can't see whatever it looks like. I don't know why I'm having such a fucking hard time getting that out. But whatever it looks like, it's like it may have had more benefits than it appears. I mean, but then the first card is sitting there saying, believe what you see, though. So I guess it depends on what are you seeing. What? Let's go clear on that. What is it that you're seeing that you should be believing? What is it you see? So sorry if I say blastingly loud. I do listen to my playbacks. What is it that is seeing? No, it's not the card. It's just fucking thought it was. Okay. No, it's not the card. Okay. At least the card that's behind this is, oh God. Okay. So the card, Temperance. I don't know what's going on. That's what I'm saying. This energy is all, yeah, it's like lightning, like frazzled and zippy and zappy, but it's not completely uncontrolled. So it's not like chaos and like, oh my God, something bad is gonna happen. You know, it's not a dreadful. It's like a, but it's not quite excitement. It's like, I don't know. Temperance. Balance. I mean, the Fool's new beginnings. Usually, what do people have new beginnings for? To balance things out. And then behind that, Six of Wands. So it's like, what is it that you're seeing? Six of Wands, I mean, in Lang's terms, it's about victory. She has a freaking Oscar-like award in her hand. You know, she's holding up her applause. You know, this is about, and then right behind that card, the Three of Swords, you know, I see that as victory after heartbreak, after trauma, after betrayal. Something actually balancing itself out. So that's, I mean, it's like, it's one of those things where it's almost like The phrase I keep using recently with my friends is reverse psychology ourselves. But it's almost like because of all this shit that's happened in the past, it's turned someone into this obvious Queen of Swords, someone who's, the world appears to have a very gray power. Everything seems like it's super closed off, and it's like, not everything, but she seems to be super closed off. And it's because of all these obvious fucking heartbreaking circumstances through Swords that have happened in the past. So it's almost like believe what you see immediately. Someone thinks they're saying this. Like you just jumped the gun. Like I literally was just, oh fuck. Like I was just in a zone. Forgot to pull the freaking Oracle cards first and just jump right into that. And so maybe that's the whole point of this, where obviously the reading still somehow worked itself out, which I'll show you what it looks like from up here, because it somehow, the way I put everything, I don't know why, but it balanced itself perfectly. So that's strange. But, so it's almost like, believe what you see, you immediately think it's like too good to be true to say that what you're seeing is actually something good. And it's like not the worst case scenario that you keep imagining it would be. Even when something bad happens, it's not bad because of what was bad in the past. It's like, for example, see, I always clear my throat when I'm about to. Anyway, so, yeah. Okay. For example, let's say, Seven of Swords. In the past, Seven of Swords literally was, okay, hey, this person's really like talking shit about me. They're saying I'm never going to be anything. I'm never going to amount to anything. I don't know how to do stuff. And they could never love someone like me. Stuff like that. Obviously, some relatable, some not. Depends on who you are. But now it's like, okay, someone could be experiencing this Seven of Swords type thing, but the reason could be entirely different. The reason before could be this person legitimately did not like them and was using them. Now it could be, okay, this person could be have an addiction of some sort. And this addiction obviously causes them to lose senses of their reality to the point where they are like not really existing here. You could say certain things that trigger something in them in which they were recalling something that was Seven of Swords to them. So they react, so it's like, believe what you see and maybe stop overcomplicating what you think you're seeing, where what you're seeing is already complicated enough. So then it's like you further complicate it by thinking that it's something else from the past that it's not, So I don't know. Fucking weird, confusing energy. But anyway, Six of Swords. And then see how all their eyes are closed. That's like, you can't really see where you're going, but this is about moving forward. I was literally about to look in my tarot journal. I was like, there was a phrase associated with this. I was like, wow, I love that way of looking at this card. And then I remembered it after I just said what the fuck I just said, which is literally move past all of that shit in the past. It's not the same. So it's like, I don't know, someone finally getting the chance to begin to move forward. Even when, maybe this person, they recognize they have a lot of toxic traits. And it's like finding someone who not puts up with it, obviously with the Judgment card here, nobody's fucking putting up with the shit. But someone who recognizes that in themselves, like knowing, hey, I've also been this toxic person. I've also been that toxic person who was projecting this, that, and the other because I didn't know that I was projecting. And then when I sat down and looked at myself and recognized I was projecting, wow, I kind of realized I slowly stopped hurting other people. So it's like recognizing the person who hurts people intentionally versus someone who hurts them without really realizing that. Because in both of these cards with the swords here, it's the guy and a gal, masculine and feminine energy. both people have. I hope you see that. I don't know how fucking close to hold it. So, but yeah, both people have been there. You know, so it's like being with someone who kind of reflects that. But anyway, then the last card behind that, the Magician. You know, someone's kind of recreating their own reality, like right before them, starting from scratch. The Fool, you know, starting over, actually being able to begin the journey again and creating it the way that you want to without feeling so out of control. Yeah, I guess realizing you have more control over it than you did in the past. So that's all I have for you. Please visit my Etsy shop. Link will be in my bio. Hopefully that's what it is. Oh, and I'm going to show you the little. Doesn't look just lovely? I know it's upside down for you, but still. I was like, whoa, because I set out these three first, obviously. Oh shit. Seven Swords, Fools, Judgment. And then I pulled the Oracle, which I put up top, which should have been first. Then I pulled that one, and then I was like, let me set these here. And I set those over there, and I was like, wow, okay. I just set the last part there. But anyway, I don't know why I want to explain that, but I just thought that was kind of cool. See ya, bye.